Now, let us move to the most awaited, our KEO session, which is a signature segment of Club Toasted. Our today's KEO speaker is none other than our own Pooja Saran. She is a Toastmaster from December 2021. She is a charter member of Club Toasted. She is a life coach and internationally certified NLP trainer. And now, a certified financial therapist combining financial advice and emotional support to people to manage their financial stress. Oh my God, I need you badly. Her financial intelligence program is ready to be a part of 15 schools in India this year. So we are so lucky to have the preview of what she is going to deliver in these 15 schools. Aren't we lucky? So let us hear from our KEO speaker, Pooja Saran. Over to you, Pooja.
Mama, I need a new pencil. I need the neon pencils. Riyanj got it. And with the new school, new section, I need that triple layer tiffin box, please. We just got you pencils. We just got you new tiffin box. Do you think money goes on trees? How much efforts do you see me and your father doing just to earn money? When you grow up, when you earn money, then you buy those neon pencils. How many of you can relate to this? Give me a raise of your hands. Yes, we all have had done with it. Our kids, we kept on telling them money doesn't grow on trees. We have heard it over and over that money is the root cause of all evil. People who have too much of money, they're snobbish. You need to learn how to manage money, save, 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 save. Always think before buying anything. Don't buy anything for yourself. And then you get into at the age of 35 and 40 that every time I buy a perfume for myself, I feel guilty. Give me a raise of your hands if you are one of those. I personally was so guilty every time. I was a perfume buff. I had so many perfumes. That's the only thing I used to buy. No jewelry, no wristwatches, no clothes, only perfumes. But I felt so guilty buying a perfume and using it. And once we were done with the perfumes, I had a whole showcase filled with empty perfume bottles. I didn't feel like throwing them because of the guilt attached that I bought such an expensive thing for myself. My father was in military, and he used to keep on telling me and all of our kids, simple living, high thinking. Have you ever heard this? Mahatma Gandhi said, simple living, high thinking. Mahatma Gandhi said, simple living, high thinking. And he kept on telling this whole his life. And he was the simplest person on the earth I have seen till now. He was so simple that he had only 3 pants at one time. He had only 4 shirts, and he only had 3 footwears. 1 leather, 1 canvas, and 1 Bata shoes, if you're aware, Bata chappals, slippers, if you guys are aware from how India works. That's the only thing he had. He was so simple, and he kept on saying this word, simple living, high thinking, that whenever my mom served extra thing on the plate, if it was a vegetable and a dal in India and a chapati or roti, he would say, give me one, either dal or vegetable. Otherwise, I'm not simple enough. And simple living, high thinking. I'll get confused. And he would remove the vegetable or he would remove the dal and he will eat it. I have seen it whole my life. And the reading between the lines was, if I get more, I am not thinking high. Can you relate to that? I was working for Emirates, one of the highest paying jobs. People don't get that much of money even now monthly. And every time, end of the month, I had zero in my bank. Single person living all alone in Dubai, spending nothing on herself, but still getting zero in her bank. This underlying subconscious belief of simple living, high thinking made me empty my account every month. I had no saving when I got married. When I got into therapy and CBT and REBT and talking to clients, talking to families, I realized where were things going wrong. The issues with finance. Anyone who knows Maslow's hierarchies of needs, give me raise of your hands. Wonderful. Maslow's hierarchy of needs says the security first, the physical security first, right? And the physical security nowadays is money. If my money is not at place, everything goes ups and downs. But every time I look back, we've not spoken about money. Give me raise of your hands, or in fact, unmute yourself and tell me any one of you who are aware of what your father was earning when you were 12 years old. Unmute yourself.
I was.
Yes, go ahead.
I was.
You were brilliant. Did your father tell you? Did you ask him?
Exactly.
Wonderful. These are the
That was the beginning of mother financial literacy, basically, what we stand now.
Absolutely. We really need someone who actually is open to talk about money and not with the belief attached to it. You know, your father is earning only 20,000 rupees. My father was earning only 20,000 Indian rupees. And in 20,000, I do this. I cannot get your neon pencil. So it is a kind of attachment with the belief, but we don't need that. We need teenagers, we need adults, we need youth, we need even the 60s to understand the finance without the limiting beliefs. Just as you understand the biology, the zoology, the dissection, the reproductive system, the nervous system, exactly in simple way. Do you have a belief system attached to a nervous system that you get nervous? When you get nervous, then only this nervous system gets hyper, and that's the reason it's called as nervous system? No, it's just nervous system as it is. You make a meaning out of it when you become a doctor or when you go to the doctor and you learn something. So we need financial literacy in schools, in homes, in families to understand finance without any beliefs related to it. And that's the biggest reason I am here today doing therapy for like now 12 years, understanding that the whole core can be one of the biggest core is finance. And that's how I applied for financial therapist. And today this is the first lecture or first KEO that I'm giving as a financial therapist. So give me raise of your hands if you're open for the presentation. Okay. You know, it's going to be an interactive session. Please unmute yourself and ask me questions. So we do have question answers later on. I will keep it as limited as time. Give me a raise of your hands if you can see my screen, or just tell me yes, you can. Brilliant. So what's your money personality? Why I have got this topic? Because that's kind of something that we know what star signs, zodiac sign I am. You all know that, right? You know your Scorpion, your Libran, you know that, right? You know what your astrological sign is, your zodiac sign is, and you work as per that. You kind of know what your structure is. You're an introvert and extrovert, you know that. You work as per that. You kind of accepted yourself as per that. Why not do this with your money personality too? Now, let me start with a question. And the question is, if money was a person and you invited them to your home for dinner or tea, who would that be? I know it's a brilliant table topic. You can use it as a table topic, but think about it and tell me, if money was a person and you invited that person over a tea, I would give opportunity to anyone who want to speak. Tell me, who would that person be?
I think I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I think I'll invite my chairman, who is Bharat Goenka, who is a visionary and a very important person for, he is a Padma Shri, and so I would invite him.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. And I will add on why would you invite him? Anyone else? Yes, Marcus.
If he were alive, I would invite Gandhi.
And he'll give you simple living, high thinking again, and you'll ask him to leave.
Over a goat's milk.
Yes, Shyam Sundar, please go ahead.
I would like to invite Ratan Tata,
And why would you like to invite him?
because to utilize my money in a proper way and for a good cause, because whatever he puts, whatever he does, and he does it for people, and it is good, and it keeps growing exponentially.
Brilliant. So we all have, yes, Deepti.
I would like to have a dinner with Elon Musk because he
Oh,
thinks
nice.
like me out of the world.
Brilliant. We do have our personalities where you would invite it, right? There was a research showing that if you ask people two questions, what's your favorite lovemaking position? I don't want to use the taboo word. And what's your salary? They would be okay in telling the lovemaking position rather than talking about the salary. How surprising it is. And it is 7 times okay than talking about the salary that they are accepting. Why it is so uncomfortable? Because of the question. Tony Robbins says the quality of your life depends on the quality of questions you ask to yourself and other people. Now, I asked you this question not to actually check what's your salary. I would have directly asked you, but this tells me what's your belief regarding money. What will you do if you get your how do you represent money? Money brings you better work. Money brings you purpose. You want to earn money so that you can focus on the purpose that you've come for. If you're calling for someone big, if you're calling for Shah Rukh Khan or maybe Will Smith, I would call Will Smith. Maybe money brings you fame, right? So it depends on the question that you're asking. If you ask this question, you will have a lot of understanding of what person is believing about the money. So that's one question that I'm giving it away so that you can try to understand what actually is money belief of that person rather than asking the salary. Maybe next after that, the lovemaking position. So let's start with a poll, and I'm not having a Zoom poll. Just give me yes, A, B, C, D, or maybe put it on the chat box. How easy do you find talking about money directly? Is it easy? You say, I love talking about my personal finance. Anyone talks, okay, fine. Oh, I will tell you my salary. I'll tell you my debt. Or is it okay, but still room for improvement? Not that easy. I feel a bit uncomfortable. Not that easy. I try to completely avoid talking about money. So give me a poll on the chat box. Let's see how many A's, B's, C's. Okay, we have Nagalakshmi as A. We have Santoshi as A. Brilliant. We have C's, we have B's. Wow. A lot of varied answers that we are getting. Wonderful. A's. I'm so glad that we have A's. In India, trust me, getting this poll A is absolutely 0. I'm so thankful for all of you being open and giving that poll to me. Let's move forward. What does that brings to you? It's how do you relate to money? If anyone who's written A, you will know that your relation to money is very different. If anyone has written B, C, D, it all depends on how do you relate to money. Do you see money as a source of freedom and anxiety? Now, the first question that I asked you, who would you invite if money was a person? Whoever you will invite will give you an understanding how do you relate to money. And that's what financial therapy is about. Do you ever talk about money with your friends? Are you a saver or a spender? Are you able to take money decisions with confidence and clarity? Again, one more research. Anything that I do has to have a research. That is what it is. People are ready to talk about their lovemaking positions than talking about their debt or financial income. Now, what is the problem here? The problem is that we have come with a belief, or the surroundings, the environment, the social media has started telling our net worth, like Elon Musk, related to our self-worth. But our net worth is not equal to our self-worth. Give me raise of your hands if you agree to it. I'm sure all the Club ToastEdians I know that they will agree that their net worth is not equal to the self-worth they're carrying. Because here, we don't ask your financial status before you join Club ToastEd. Are you earning this much? Give me your financial income status, and then only you can join Toastmasters. So we pretty know that your net worth is as per the values or the skill set that you're coming with. But there are a lot of issues that is happening behind the scenes, behind this small screen and 16 people here. They relate to net worth as per self-worth and on different stages. Did you know what percentage of lottery winners waste all their winning within a few years? Give me a percentage. Put it on the chat box and give me a percentage. How much?
100%.
100%. Very, very close. It's actually not 100% because things change when you see your money personality. And that's where we will come to your money personality. 89% of them loses because the rest, 11 to 21% is basically other personality, money personality, which believe in a different, which have different beliefs about money. How many football players and celebrities are broke or bankrupt within 5 years of their retirement? Again, money personality question. Let's see what's your poll. Celebrities who are broke or bankrupt within 5 years of their retirement. How many percentage do you think?
More than around 80%.
Brilliant. 66% of the people go bankrupt within 5%. 5 years. Why this varied answers to this research? Again, the answer is towards your money personality. Each money personality has its own beliefs, own behaviors, and identifying your money personality will allow you to understand and improve your relationship with money. Okay. Now, I will tell you what money personalities are, but before that, I would like to ask you who all has dated here? Anyone who's gone on dates, having girlfriends, boyfriends, come on, give me a raise of your hands. Your wives are not here, your husbands are not there.
We had a lot of girlfriends, but unfortunately, those days it was not known as dating.
Okay, what was it called? I want to know that.
The parents used to call loitering around.
Brilliant. I love this. The whole thing is coming to quintessential part of loitering around or maybe enjoying your love life. Okay, so anyone who's got into dating for maybe 2-3 months and didn't ask the birthdays and the star signs of the zodiac signs. We all kind of know your boyfriends were Scorpion or Libran or Gemini. Tell me, yes, you all know that. Give me raise of your hands. You also get your, in India, you get your astrology signs, astro signs charts matched before you get married, right? You also check whether the person is educated enough. If you're graduate, at least you're expecting that your husband or wife is graduate, right? If you are postgraduate, you're kind of expecting that the person should be postgraduate, right? You also check what is the mother tongue. Would you be comfortable with the mother tongue? Right? If you're only talking Telugu in the house, I'm sure the girl who is only talking Gujarati or French, you would not get married to that person till the time you kind of have an understanding what's the mother tongue, right? We go in complete details to find out the personality, right? But we don't go in details of what's your money personality. How are you going to handle money? Right? You're going to earn, right? How much do you earn? Maybe 80 lakhs per month. But how are you going to manage it? Are you going to buy BMW every day? Or you're going to bars and enjoying life and, getting rid like I was doing? What do you do? Because eventually, if you don't come and understanding and you fit in the puzzle that this money personality fits with this, you kind of will have clashes, won't you? You will end up fighting every month related to money. Because it's the security, right? What are your financial goals? What are your financial goals? Do you want to invest in real estate? Do you want to invest in maybe assets and liabilities. Do you know what assets are? Do you know what liabilities are? How important this topic is? And that's the reason I've got you these money personalities. And that's the reason a lot of varied answers comes in when I say, okay, how many celebrities waste their money after they are bankrupt? Okay, so there are four kind of money personalities. Yes, you will search the internet after this beautiful KEO that everyone is witnessing here. You will search the internet, you will find out your money personality, you will see the test, you will get it all. But I am bringing it here with a perspective of a financial therapist. When I say financial therapist, there's a lot of REBT, CBT, there's a lot of attachment theories attached to it. So yes, you will get 5, you will get 7s, you'll get 12s, but overall, it is all completely in this 4 types of money personality. One is money status. My status, now we'll get into the details of it. Money avoidance, money vigilance, and money worship. So these are 4 personalities. In a detailed version of therapy, we see why your personality is like that, what are the core beliefs related to it, and then we work around that. I have given some fancy names to it. I hope you will like it. And once we are going through it, I want you to see, even maybe you can write it down. Whom do you relate to more? Which personality do you relate to more? It's just a surface version of it. So the very first is the Great Gatsby. Okay. The Great Gatsby. What do you think is the kind of personality? What is the aura that is giving to you? Unmute yourself and tell me what's the aura that's coming with you?
Spendthrift.
Spendthrift. Okay. That's a
Joy.
good understanding. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Does it sound like you? I believe that money is meant to be enjoyed. Or give yourself 1 mark if you believe that. My ultimate dream is to win the lottery and strike it rich in the stock market. Again, give yourself a 1 mark. So if you give 1 marks to each of these and you will know the highest marks that you get, that's your money personality. If I can afford something now, I will just put it on my credit card and worry about it later. And these people love treating friends at the night out. They're the first one who will take their credit cards out. If I ever win something, I got a raise, my friends would be the first person you will be out treating, opening a champagne bottle. And they are all about brand names. They'll wait to buy, but they will buy brands. They are the one who will buy Mercedes, maybe. Even if they're staying in Ahmedabad, where there's no city, no road to drive the Mercedes. You will have to find the road, even to ride a scooter, but they will buy the Mercedes. So give yourself 1 marks each if you relate to this. Now, what's the grounding and the guiding belief that comes around money? The guiding belief is, what's the point of having money if you can't enjoy it? Now look around in your circle. Do you know people who believe in this, who have this? Give it as a chance if you can relate to someone, right? Brilliant. So that's the first money personality for you. Let's jump into the second one. The second one is the avoider. Okay, let's see if that sounds like you. I have piles of unopened mail at home, especially the bank statements. The automatic debit is the best thing in the world because they forget to pay the bills. I'll open my bank statements, but I only pretend to read them because they don't understand anything about bank statements. The concept of asking my boss for a raise is very difficult for them. And they never talk about the money with their partners or their friends. That's something that's completely avoided. The guiding belief is money is complicated and almost impossible to manage. So give yourself marks if you think out of these 5, you have some marks and you can relate to it better. The third one is the accountant. That's my favorite one. My mother was one. And let's see if that sounds like you. I'm detail oriented. I love organizing. They love planning things. Stories about hackers, credit scams, they know it very well. They're scared of consequences of making bad decisions. So they will do SWOT analysis, comparative analysis. Amazon comparison is done for these people. Investment is not worth because there's chances of losing. And they're only about budgeting. The guiding belief is spending and investing money is what get people in trouble. So keep saving, keep saving, keep saving. That's what they're compulsive savings. The last one is penny pincher. And let's see if this sounds like you. I think financial success is about spending. It's not about spending most money. It's about having the money. They can be workaholic, keeping money, keeping money, keeping money. I believe Elon Musk and all these might come in this category. Of all the friends, they are the most competitive. They have investment, they have online dealing, they love shares, they just love all that. And they can't remember the last time they have spent 5,000 INR just for fun. They will not do that. The grounding belief is money is important, scarce, so you can never have enough. These are the 4 money personalities, and I want you to reflect, how does that sound to you? Is it is it making any sense to you? And that's about it for the money personality. I am open for the curious minds. Any questions, please go ahead and let me know, how did you enjoy it before we get from red to okay, bye, thank you. Over to you, Toastmasters of the Day, Deepti Patnis.
Thank you so much, Pooja, for that wonderful presentation. And if anybody has any queries, please raise your hands and ask the queries. Or if you want to give some appreciation. Yeah, yes, Gilda.
I believe in having money is to enjoy, but enjoyment of money is different from one person to another. Some people enjoy saving money. That's their enjoyment. And some people enjoy spending it. So what did you mean by enjoying having money or whatever? That first point.
Okay, the great Gatsby said that what's the point of having money if you can't spend it, enjoy it in the materialistic world of it? If you cannot actually touch and feel what comes through money. So in the chakra system, it works with the lower chakra. They want to have pleasures of life. They want to enjoy everything that earth gives you. That's the first one. So when I say fun from that perspective is, what can I buy from money? How can I use the money for the pleasures and the luxuries of life that I can touch? All my 5 senses can use it. So that's the fun. I completely agree. If I enjoy saving, then my belief is different. And then I become the penny pincher. I hope that answers your question. Thank you.
Anyone else? Yes, Santosh sir.
Pooja, it was a very well done, a very nice topic, which I love this topic because money, I'm always excited when I hear the word money, I love money. I love money. And that's something which, that's the reason why I came down from India to Qatar, living a central government job here, just because 1 real was 9.65 Indian rupees. If it was not, I would not have come. So money excited me and brought me here. But my reason was basically you had given 4. I felt, except for the money avoider, all the 3 other, I had a few characteristics connected to it. So yeah. I was a bit, for example, what is the use of having money without being able to spend it? Without not being able to spend it for yourself. That is one. But again, investing in things, I have investments in here. So this is something which again I do. So what have you spent 5,000 rupees? Yes, of course, I've done that. So again, I'm a bit confused about it. How do I put in which quadrant do I come?
Brilliant question. Thank you so much. And this question often comes when we talk about money personality, because money personality is not a single personality. It's a mix of a lot of personality at times. And why we generally get 3 kind of personalities is because of the difference in the belief of the mother and the father. So if you go back, you will see that there would be a difference between your mother would be some other money personality and your father would be some other money personality. So you're kind of an adulterated version of 2 money personalities. So you're kind of a cusp of Gemini and Cancerian maybe. So you would do this, but originally you would like to do this also. And this is a situation when you generally, at times you get into the conflicts of, okay, should I do it? Should I not do it? And depends on what money personality is heavy on you, you will take that decisions at that particular behavior. that particular situation. So in that case, you're kind of mix of two people. And if you also have your grandparents staying with you, or it was a joint family, you'll become mix of three. Because now it's an adulterated version of a grandparent also saying, save money, you should not be saying, telling this, and your father is saying something, your mother is saying something. So it kind of a mix, but you still haven't, you don't know what your original personality is yet. Once you know, then you will create the budget accordingly. You will manage the money accordingly. So right now you're kind of adulterated version of three of that. I hope that answers your question, Santoshi.
Yeah, true. Thank you. We'll get in touch with you to know more about it for you at a personal level.
Thank you.
Yes, Shyam.
Pooja, I have a question for you. I mean, that's a very quintessent session, as well as quality information what you have given for all of us. But I have seen people who are spendthrift completely, and people who are the saving type of people. So maybe it depends on their background, basically. But why, when people who are having a normal background, and when they get money, they start spending left, right, and center? So why? What is the relation between now? Just now, because you told Santosh that okay, it depends on the ancestral, behaviors as well as characteristics as well as your growth. So, but I'm seeing two different.
Absolutely. Lovely question again, Sham, and thank you so much for putting that question. Yes, money personality is a different topic here. What you're talking about is not understanding the means of money. So money personality is what my belief regarding that money is. For example, you're having a relationship. Maybe I can talk about it with Azad, maybe. He's the right person because he's still not married. Let's say you get a girlfriend, and the girlfriend is always talking to you, always keeping on asking, where are you, where did you do, or what were you doing at this time, what time did you call me, or why didn't you message me, even for 5 minutes. If you are away or you're online and you're not messaging her, she keeps on asking that question, right? How do you think you would feel with that girlfriend? Hanif and Azad is not there. Hanif, you tell me, what do you think?
Azad?
I don't think she'd be my girlfriend.
You will feel suffocation, right? If you keep on,
Yeah.
if you have to give an answer to it. Compared to
Yeah.
the other girlfriend, if you have work, if you're out partying, a boys' party out, and she's okay. She doesn't, she kind of trusts you, and she knows that you will come back, right? You will have a better relationship there, right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
And you'll be comfortable. So now coming back to Shyam's question, what we are talking about is not the relationship with money as the money personality. Money personality is what the girlfriend was expecting. One girlfriend was expecting every minute you give me the answer, and one girlfriend was telling, be free, I trust you, and all that. That is the money personality. The relationship that you're talking about is what is the ends. What does money get me? So this is the conflict that people get when they get a lottery or they get a lot of money. They start spending because they have not understood what is it that they are going to get out of it. Money is always the means to get something. So they're just, this is the only resource that they have got. This is the only resource as the situations and the social life that they have understood that this is the only thing that will get them fame. So they will start doing it to get fame. Okay, I'll buy a branded cloth to get fame, but that's not the money personality. That is the confusion between and not a clear understanding of what is my means and ends. People who don't have money and get money, and people who get money and now they don't have money, they get confused between the core values. That's a complete different topic where the core values shift because of the situations. I hope that answers your question, Sham. I know it's a too deep question, but I tried to give you as much as I can. Brilliant. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Let me
Yes,
just
ma'am.
ask one more question. Can
Yes.
you change people's money personality?
Yes, absolutely. We can change people's money personality. We will not say that, okay, there's an adulterated version, as Santoshi said. The bigger version would be this, by breaking the beliefs, and money personalities keep on changing with the traumas that you have gone through in life, the positive affirmations that you have been provided by surroundings, it keeps on changing. It's not always the way it is. Yes, you will have a part of your original personality, but you will be able to, I'll say, if you are shifting from Canada to Doha or from Doha to Philippines, you can learn a new language. You can be very good at new language, but you will not forget your original language. You might not use it, but you would be very good at the new language. So yes, you can learn how to learn a new language or a new personality with a lot of therapy, a lot of core belief, breaking core beliefs and working on that, or maybe REBT will help you there. Original Canadian behavior will not go. You'll be able to manage it. That here no one understands this language, so I don't have to speak it. So the requirement of speaking that language would not be there, if that answers your question. Brilliant. We have another question from Habib sir and Marcus. Please go ahead.
It's not a question. It's a request. Please share how I can use your service more. Okay, because this was an excellent session and also even more insightful during the Q&A. So lots of things learned and want to thank you for doing the wonderful session, and also thank the whole ToastEd team for having these signature KEO sessions. Looking forward
Thank
to
you
have
so much.
listening more. Okay,
Thank you. It was a pleasure having you today. In fact, having you around really excites all of us and gives an extra enthusiasm. If I'm talking too much, maybe because you are here today. Marcus has another question.
Not so much a question, just an observation. I really like when you brought up the concept of the sports players who are broke when they retire, or those who win lotteries and are broke. I've heard 10 years after they win those lotteries, they're broke. Sometimes it has to do with the environment you're brought up in. So for example, my grandparents and great uncles and great aunties grew up just around World War II. So for them to have nothing, they knew and understood the value of saving. And even in the 1980s, the 1990s, they were still saving, even though times were better. But this also applies to, for example, newcomers to Canada. You have people who come from very poor countries. They understand the value of $1. But there are two types of newcomers. Those who start to make money and spend and spend and spend and spend and have nothing. And then those who want to save and save and save and save. You have these two extremes. I don't think I've met too many people in between. I've usually met these extremes. Don't know why. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about that parallel between newcomers and sports players and lottery winners.
And that's a really amazing insight. And that's the biggest reason we are doing this financial intelligence course for kids to understand what their money personality is. In fact, that's one of the part. The other part that we teach in the curriculum is your money blueprint. That's the factor that we are talking about, that why people behave in certain situations this way, why they're spending so much, because that topic is a money blueprint topic, not the money personality topic. I do a lot of family constellation, and we know that all the money beliefs and all the beliefs comes from the ancestrals. So as you rightly said, that the basic, it's all about what your ancestors were doing. If you were into Holocaust, you will save. My mother was a complete hoarder because they had shifted from India, Pakistan, and basically we were born in Pakistan. She was born in Pakistan and she was into that division, the whole part of it. And once she shifted to the space, she always used to save. She still has the files that my father used to use, because there are 2 pages empty in that file. My father is no more. She's hardly going to that space, but she still has it because of that thing that I need to save myself. But completely agree to that. So over to you, Toastmasters of the Day. I hope we have answered all the questions and I enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pooja. It was indeed a required session. Wonderful. Of course, it was wonderful, but it was very much required.